Hi everyone, welcome to my virtual lightning talk. My name is Helen Hendaria Kamandhari, and the title of my presentation is The Comparability of the Definitions and the Measurement of Legibility and Readability in Instructional Text Design Research and Integrative Review, Part 1. Replications of studies have been conducted as a part to reproduce previous or initial studies in order to compare whether the same results can be obtained in the new studies. This research paper, however, is not concerned with the results of those studies, but rather with the variables used in the replications of those studies. Initial studies involving reading-related variables such as legibility and readability, did not produce consistent or valid results throughout the time, since their variables or constructs have not been consistently defined and or measured. Thus, to produce comparable research, problems of definition and measurement of the constructs of the variables involved in the studies should be addressed. The objectives of the research are to discuss how legibility and readability have been defined and measured in the literature using integrative review, and, and to provide brief recommendations to achieve comparability in legibility and readability research. The research methodology in this study was based on integrative review using mixed methods. The following are the procedures of the research involving the 5 steps used in this study. In the first integrative review, drawn from 44 professional books and 2 websites, multiple definitions were used for legibility and readability. Only 5 sources included the measures of legibility, while none of the sources included the measures of readability. In this second integrative review, drawn from 83 journal articles and 4 theses or dissertations, legibility was identified in 51 sources, defined in 17 sources, and described in 5 sources. The measurement of the legibility was provided in 24 sources. In this second integrative review, for the findings on readability, drawn from 83 journal articles and 4 theses or dissertations, readability was identified in 28 sources, defined in 13 sources, and described in 6 sources. The measurement of the readability was provided in 15 sources. In the following are the recommendations to achieve comparability for both legibility and readability. In conclusion, it is evident that legibility and readability dependent variables were not comparably defined and measured based on the 2 reviews. Definitions and measurements of legibility and readability provide one possible basis for comparisons of legibility and readability studies. It is also essential to remember that in order to establish comparability, how the 2 terms are measured is just as important as having comparable definitions. In the following are the future recommendations for further research. Thank you for your attention.